house, you need 20% down payment. You need a credit score of 680 and above, maybe like 700 or even 800. And you need so much money, and there aren't any grants out there, and it's so sad. Well, actually, all those things are just myths, and like people just don't know the truth. And that's the reason why I brought the wonderful Ashley. She is, besides of the fact that she's a wonderful person, she's also an outstanding lender, and she decided to come here and share with you the truth, so you won't waste any more money on renting, and you'll be able to start building your wealth. So
over your face!
Yada yada does it.
Throw an elbow!
Rachel, I'm so excited to be here.
So let's start with I think that for me it's one of the biggest myths is that you have to have 20% down payment to buy a house.
Right, I hear that all the time. 20% of a house is a lot of money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, not a lot of us do have that money just sitting around, plus the closing costs and such. We don't really have that kind of money. So no, you do not need 20% down to put on a house. If you have it, it can help, but you don't have to. So we can go, depending on the different loan programs, we can go anywhere between 5%, 3.5% down, or even 3% down if you have a good credit score.
Okay, that's wonderful.
So it really...
That's such a game changer.
Yes, it is. It isn't really that much money. So depending on the property, excuse me, depending on the purchase price you're interested in, but let's say for a $300,000 home, you can get into a home with starting at $9,000. The only thing we want to keep in down, $9,000. So the only thing we do want to keep in mind is that we have some closing costs on top of that. So maybe between $3,000 and $5,000 extra, again, depending on the purchase price. So you want to just keep that in mind, but it's not, you do not need 20% down.
Now let's talk about two terms that I want you to clarify to people, because everyone are so caught up with the down payment, and when lenders start talking with them about closing costs, they're like, what do you mean closing costs? Can you share to our viewers and explain to them what are closing costs?
Yes, so closing costs are made out of a number of different elements. The first thing is, let's say, lender fees. So lender fees, I work with Guild Mortgage, and at Guild Mortgage we do have, here in Nevada, we have a flat fee per loan. So it doesn't matter if you buy a $200,000 loan or if you get a $500,000 or $1.5 million of a loan. We have 1732, and that is for now. So 1,700.
We're recording it in February 2nd.
Yeah.
So
of 2021.
Don't reach out to Ashley 10 years from now.
Yes,
but
it might change. I don't know. Yeah, I don't make those fees, so I don't know. But for now, it's around $1,700. Okay, which is not too crazy. I've seen way worse. The other element would be title fees. Okay. So title insurance gives you, they run all kinds of tests for the property that you're looking for.
For the title itself, they make sure that there aren't any liens and everything.
Correct.
So pretty much you can summarize it and say that closing costs is all the other parties that have something to do with the transaction.
Yes.
Those their fees.
Correct. And those two together would be around $3,000. Okay, I would estimate. And then the other portion of the closing costs are really your money, but it is collected in advance, so it kind of makes it a little more, which are prepayments. So we are paying for mortgage insurance. We are paying for homeowners insurance and taxes
Right.
on your behalf in advance.
And it also
So we pay-
can also be like the interest, right? Depends on the time of the month that we like.
Yeah, but that's a really
Okay.
small portion
Okay.
of it. That can be a couple $100.
Also
So it's not-
HOAs.
Right. So any prepayments that we're paying in advance. So it is your money and it is sitting in an escrow
Right.
account on your name, but with your name, but we are collecting it in advance. So
Upfront.
it's a part, yes.
Yeah.
So it's considered a part of the closing
Okay.
costs.
So that's something that is very important for you as the buyer to remember, that when you are saving, don't only save for the down payment. Also have enough cushion so you'll be able to pay for the closing costs. Now, me as a realtor, I always ask sellers to pay and give you credit towards your closing costs. Sellers actually can give you credit towards your closing costs, not for the down payment, of course,
Correct.
only for the closing costs. But it very depends on the seller, on the house, on the time of the year. If it's a property
And on the
that
market.
if it's a property that is like have multiple offers, most likely the seller won't give closing costs. So save as much as you want, but don't prevent yourself or like get stuck on the, oh my God, I have to have like 20%. If you want to buy a house, the first thing that you need to do, I think, is to talk with a realtor and a lender, and we will be able to just structure like a game plan so they will
Yes.
like know what to do.
So
So that's the first like thing. Go ahead.
I actually do get that question a lot. Like clients are asking me, okay, I have this amount of money. Where would it be best used? Would I need that for a down payment, or is it better to maybe pay down some credit cards or
That's
some
a
debt
great point.
and lower my debt to income ratio? And unfortunately, I would be happy to give general tips, but it really is
Depends.
case by case scenario. So I'll be happy to, if you want to reach out to me, I'll be happy to come up with that game plan, because each case is different.
Right.
So I have a lot of clients that we have a plan together. They tell me how much money they have in advance, and then I take a look at their liabilities and say, okay, you want to qualify for this amount of money, but your debt to income ratio might be a little higher for what we're looking for. So maybe we want to pay down some debt or eliminate it altogether.
That's
if there are
wonderful.
some collections that are either lowering your credit score or or they hit your DTI, so it might be best to just plan ahead.
You guys can leave notes in the comments below, and everything that you leave, I'll just send it to Ashley, or you could also just give her a call. Her information will be in the information. Call me.